best of 5 grand finals that they're currently 2 games down, or if they're just going to get knocked out and Shopify will be heading to DreamLeague on a clean run because I assume they did not lose a single series or a single game because I don't think they lost in the upper bracket final. So
yeah, I don't think they've not lost a single map. That is pretty nasty. The last chance to do it.
I mean, it's nasty, but it also usually just means they didn't lose a game to Nouns.
Seconds to battle.
Yeah, well, okay. You can debuild the hype. I'll build it up. You know, what are you? Is this like your Seb tweet time? After watching European quals, I tune into this shit show.
I can't believe the North American team gets to play on the same ground as the Western European teams.
This is the thing I don't get. You know, people are like, oh, this NA is so trash. Like, NA is so bad. Look at this qualifier, just running it over. But, like, yeah. Like, nobody has argued against this in, like, 5 years. Literally every prominent NA player has agreed with this stance. Nobody is debating this, you know? And then every time it's just like, look how bad it is. There's no player base. What do you want?
It's the same old players that were there 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's like you shot a man 5 years ago and left him in a ditch. And then you come back every year and you're like, look at this guy, he's dead. What is he doing? It's like, yeah, you shot him. Like, what?
You shot it.
I just don't understand the vindictiveness. If anything, you should support the fact that this game is alive in this region at all at this point. That is maybe more impressive than everything else going on in Dota, if you really think about it.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
You should be cheering on NA teams to make it, otherwise they're gonna go play Valorant.
That's right. That's right. And then you'll go, why is there no NA teams left in Dota? Because you shot them all. That's why. Ruthless community. So let's give some support here and to a dominant run by Shopify, who, by the way, didn't even look that bad at DreamLeague. Like, they were middle of the pack. I think better than a lot of people
they looked very good until towards the last half of that second group stage, right? We were singing their praises quite a bit.
They definitely crumbled a bit.
Yeah.
But new team, learning experience. Not a bad first start. See if they can get the 3-0 as already looking pretty strong for them.
Yopaj has definitely looked very good for this squad.
Oh yeah. He's been
definitely.
I mean, he had the highest KDA.
He didn't go for it. Almost killed him with a blood grenade, and then maybe could have chased after him with the Mango and Nova. But he says that's good enough. And they're already doing tons of damage to both of these heroes in lane. So the Ursa, when it comes to the harass war, off to a great start. Not doing too bad in CS either.
I just don't want to get tossed into the tower.
Yeah. The other side lane being the, once again, double-ranged Luna lane. So against a melee core, it's going to be a hard time for Gun.
Yeah, they're giving him the business in these games, man. You got to feel for the guy. He's been getting early picked. He's been getting flexed to, like, the bad flex hero and then just thrown into Luna lanes. Not fun for an offlaner, I'll tell you that much. Another fairly stable early game, I guess, outside of this mid. Yopaj he's heating this matchup up, and there's not much you can do to counterplay it. You can see the trade into the Luna.
Trying to run him down. Torrent lands. Nice torrent. So does the Fire Spirits, though.
One more Spirit. Threw it on Coco. Damn. What a brawl.
Dude, this mid matchup looks really bad. Especially with the new Dragon Slave just doing that extra damage over time and stuff. I feel like it really adds up in the lane.
There's just no real way to counterplay this matchup. He's doing okay. You just can't siphon the Lina. He out trades you. He mostly out CS's you. His nuke is just kind of better than yours. So now just have to do well in the side lanes to make up for it. And this DP can be pretty strong in the fight if he gets to, again, like fast first item plus BKB. I think he can have a window in this game to do some damage in the 5-on-5.
Okay.
Radiant are scanning.
We'll get a water rune off Lelis, securing it.
You have the core on the other side, making sure Yopaj still gets a refill too. So supports mirroring each other in the other game.
Ursa's farming though. That's like the biggest factor, because you can't pick that hero and have him have a bad early game or a bad lane. And again, Shopify had choice, but that draft limited their options to punish the Ursa, so they got this tiny matchup there. They're taking advantage of it. Has another leap, might get him.
Yeah, this slows stacking up. If he gets another swipe, that is enough. Yuma gets the first blood.
That is a value kill right there. Ursa getting first blood. That
On the
is.
other side, Arteezy gets really low. Gunner can't hit him enough times to finish him off, but they're actually having a healthy back and forth here.
I mean, this is still good for now. Like, if you're in these Luna lanes and it's just chaos, you're happy with that.
Yeah.
Because it's not you getting bullied. And the CS is pretty even. They did a decent job with the regen trades. Flak is doing some work on this lane, just keeping them low, making it so they can't all in Gunner. Again, Nouns, I feel like playing the lanes pretty well here. Getting what they want.
Level 6 is closing in soon for Yopaj, so gonna have to keep a little eye on this mid lane matchup when the 6-minute power runes come up. Might be an opportunity to get a kill, depending on what the supports do here.
They got the toss back.
Yuma taking a lot of damage. They get the telekinesis back as well.
It's costly. A lot of regen. Have to tango back up here.
Radiant are
He does have full phase boots on the courier. There's a lot of net worth for Yuma coming out. He just doesn't die right now.
We use the avalanche, so Yuma is actually going to try and fight this. That avalanche, he's going to have to go for the toss backwards here. Saberlight, though, is still going to be caught in the frostbite. Yuma gets the kill. Really good read of that situation.
And meanwhile, Poppy solo killed Yopaj.
He solo killed him and used the rest of Exorcism to TP bottom because Gunner was like, come here, I've got X. I can set you up, make that TP play.
I mean, he just went for the kill, did not get it, and then he just gets siphoned, Exo'd, run down, 100-0. Gets the Luna kill on the back end of it. That is like the highest value Exo you could ask for. In a losing lane, just completely gets turned around. I mean, this is Nouns' game to lose now, right? This is the best early game they've had.
Now winning all 3 lanes.
Radiant's
Last Spirit hit him.
is under attack.
Can't. Oh, you got it. Admiral Kunkka. Tip your hat, good sir. You won't get me today, says Gunner.
Under attack.
Saberlight. Oh, Illagor gets it just in time. The telekinesis saves Saberlight's life. One more hit would have done it, as he had some serious fury swipes stacked up. Look at Yuma continuing to play the aggressor, sitting on the side here with a healing salve. Sled on Theodore with no telekinesis. He's dead, and they might be able to kill Saberlight too. Saberlight's gonna go for this toss back into Yopaj. Yopaj with some reinforcements should finish off the bear and get his little courier too. Okay, just the bear.
No Laguna makes that a little dicey, but gets the job done. Big kill for him. That was a streak. 375 into Yopaj. Catapults him back up here just when you thought his game might be a little rough. He gets the good rotation out.
One to 6, 8 minutes in, 2,000 net worth lead for Nouns. Probably the biggest lead they've had so far in this series.
That move just doesn't connect with Exo. And he has an amp damage room, so he really wants to use this one. It's super strong right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Trying to chase him down. Yuma slows down Saberlight. Lilith came over here to give a helping hand. If they can hold this tower while taking that bottom tower, they're currently doing. Arteezy made an interesting move where he went through the portal and is just farming the back area of Dire's jungle. Without a TP, mind you, so when he's seen here...
They're going to use this amp damage Exo.
Running it down, Kitrak. Can't finish off the Lina, but they do get the support. And with the creep wave coming in, they could do some serious damage to this mid tower.
Nice rotation. This is exactly what you want with the DP. And he's going Atos. In fact, it's done. Very fast Atos here.
Blowing up the gyrocopter. Yopaj not gone for long. TP's back into the trees as a free open line. Copy, he's got his exorcism ghost coming back to him, so he is very confident about diving this tower, but it's too confident perhaps. The LSA hits onto the boat, goes out. Spirit Siphon healing him with the boat buff. He might just survive. The tree toss is not enough. He's gonna live through this one, and Gunner's gonna get the support. Gunner's in deep though, so he's very dead. Nice dodge on the LSA, costs the Opaj an extra round of spells.
I can't believe DP gets out of there. That is a ridiculous dive. And it gets some extra space off it, but it's more gold to Yopaj here, who is just catapulted up this net worth chart. What do you think this Atos is good? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was trying to think about it. I mean, it's kind of weird because are you gonna ever upgrade it to Gleipnir?
No.
Probably not.
It's just kind of a dead item scale-wise. It's
yeah.
Like you're not setting up an arrow or anything. You're setting up some gap close for your supports or like another X on the Lina. But you have to connect it on Yopaj or somebody in this early game to make it valuable.
I mean, it does give you HP and intelligence, which stat-wise is kind of exactly what you need. And this rotation like this does work in part because of that Rod of Atos. Let's see if they can actually complete the dive here. The call down doesn't actually hit, doesn't slow him down. Saberlight goes to the TP out. Oh no! Picked up a Rod of Atos to get that kind of kill and don't actually manage to net it.
That
Mid lane Gunner gets the X on him. So hit him with not even the full combo, just the torrent. That's more than enough.
Well, I think with this Atos is it's like more HP versus the Lina burst, which is kind of interesting, but it's worse than Yule's on every other metric, right?
Yeah.
Like Yule's gives you the move speed, the mana regen, the same kind of catch. I mean, it's like slightly less range, but in most circumstances, you have the move speed on DP to make up for it. So if he doesn't get Lina bursted, then it pays off. But the Yule scales way better too, because you can build Wind Waker later. If you really want it, which is just a solid item. Can remove some fire spirits, dodge a Laguna sometimes, dodge Eclipse. So I'm skeptical. See if it actually comes into play. They do get the Atos into the X.
Yeah, Exo into X. Free kill on Yopaj. That's a kill streak down. And let's see, they used the latter half of this exorcism before really well. Copy wants to keep doing that. Helps the team secure a kill on Kitrak by chasing back some of the other heroes, but Shopify very skittish of getting in range of this Death Prophet here. Toss back underneath the tier 2. Theolacore drags him really far back, and the stolen X, so he's right back into the tier 2 for a second time. I'm not even sure what Gunner was trying to get out of that exactly. I mean, you were very far forward against a Tiny, no backup behind you whatsoever. The team backed up, smoked, went to the other side of the map for a kill on Luna, which they might just find.
This will be a big one.
He pops out, Mask of Madness already used. Nouns not in a position to grab him.
I mean, they've taken a lot of this map over.
Okay, they slow him down with a freezing field. They got him. Nice set of burst damage. They use a supernova too, which they'll get out of range of. Somebody's gonna die with this stolen X marks the spot on Theodore. Not much you can do about that.
I mean, mega worth. You got TPs, the egg use, Luna dies to your supports. It's not even using much time. All 3 lanes getting shoved by Nouns right now. They have all 3 tier 1 towers down as well. DP has done
Radiant's
work.
middle tower is under
2,
attack.
0, and 5 for copy here. They can keep playing through the strength right now. I mean, they have a decent chance to take this map over. The Ursa's Battle Fury's done. Insanely good timing for him. He's just going to clear through Ancients and Roche uncontested here. While you're contesting enemy Ancients. This is what Gunnar should have been doing on that death. They're just giving no space to the Luna right now. This is such a difference from game 1 where Arteezy just got to clear through everything. And he got mega high level on that loot. He was like level 19 at 22 or something.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Not going to be the case this game. As I don't think he's seen an Ancient camp once this game.
You see this ward at the bottom lane? Look how close that sentry is. I don't think it can actually be closer while still not seeing the ward.
Yeah, there's a little wiggle room, but that's
Dire are
a rough one.
scanning.
All right, they TP into mid. Defensive smoke to push out because they know Nouns have been so aggressive. They've been all over their side of the map. There's probably some vision down. They got to smoke through it. They're going to back up Arteezy here. Nouns have already pinged out Arteezy. Want to go for this kill. They have a arcane rune too, so they would really love to take a team fight around this one. But they realize that there may be too many heroes here. They try and back away, get tossed back on copy, but nobody actually dies for it. So really good for Nouns if they keep getting out. Rod of Atos holds them back, get a little damage on him, stop his blink. Now blinks to the other side, still chasing here. Nouns, at some point in time, they're going to say, you are going too far, my friend. They will punish Saberlight. And now with the exorcism used, see if they can find any more heroes on their way back. I mean, they're already kind of sandwiched, question mark? I mean, it's just Yuma by himself, but it's also a really big Ursa within rage and had a shield rune too.
Go punch with the Ags Rush. This first item Ags. Pretty interesting as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I mean, it
under
does give you
attack.
damage, and it makes you tankier. I mean, it's not a bad item, but I feel like we haven't seen it first a lot.
No.
He just wants to lay down the law.
I mean, better chance. I mean, I feel like both of these mids are just ramping up against each other. Death Prophet's going, I don't want to get bursted by Lina. I'm just going to go a raw stats build where I go Rod of Atos, which is 300 HP, then Kaya Sanj, which is even more HP. And Yopaj is like, well, I'm just going to amp up my burst damage by getting an Aghanim Scepter.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Got to pick off on a Crystal Maiden. Easy.
He did this damage talent too on
More
Death
like
Prophet.
crystal melted.
Which,
Dire's
That
don't know
doesn't
the-
make sense to me.
I don't know the stats on this talent. Like, damage talents are just good because they make you farm jungle and waves faster and everything. Like, I don't have a conceptual issue with taking it, but in this game, the magic resist just seems so valuable.
Dire's middle
Their
tower
entire
is
lineup
under
is just
attack.
magic first.
I mean, it says a lot about how bad those numbers are. 12% magic resistance is such
is
a
not
terrible
great.
number. And
Yeah.
so if you're not going to get it in this game, then you
Dire's
pretty much
bottom
should
tower
never
is
get it.
under attack.
But the thing is, magic resist on healers is like omega broken.
Yeah.
Because Death Prophet's effective HP in a fight is insane. It's not just her base HP. You're healing everything up with Siphon. All of that gets affected by the resist. Huh. I mean, it does say a lot about how much base damage. As they find him with the Atos again on the rune bait. Got him.
Yopaj is
Got him.
getting hot a lot. Now, granted, now it's doing a really good job being aggressive, looking for these kills. It just feels like Yopaj doesn't really have any backup from his supports. His supports aren't really ever playing in front of him or
Radiant's middle
anything.
tower
He's
is
just
under attack.
kind of always on the front lines, the first one to be spotted by these rotations from Nouns, and they continue. Once they get one, they look for more, and they find it. It's Saberlight, right next to the Roshan pit. So great, Ursa's going to do Roshan in 19 minutes.
That's a bad place to die. Really bad place. This game is flowing really well for Nouns now. I mean, like you said, these two supports just don't really do anything for Lina. Especially Ags versus Lina. Because he doesn't have any setup. He has no Yules of his own. He's not the one with the 8 kills, so he needs heroes to be stunned and locked down for him to give the follow-up damage, or you're just AFK farming. And Rubik Phoenix do not do that. Rubik Phoenix want heroes to do that for them. Which just puts everything on Saberlight in this game, who had a rough lane, and they knew it was going to have probably a rougher lane. It was supposed to be Yopaj winning mid really hard. Since that didn't happen, it's just throwing everything off a bit. They lost their towers, they lost their ancients. Nouns rolling this map right now. Looking to strike back. Death Prophet looking very strong in this series.
Radiant are scanning.
Normally, it would be a 4
Dire's
position
bottom
tiny,
tower is under
and you're running a
attack.
mid Lina, right?
Radiant's top tower
Maybe
is under
that's
attack.
part of the
Are
problem, is
scanning.
that Saberlight is not freed up enough to just kind of roam around with the Lina
Radiant's
and
middle
play
tower
wherever
is under attack.
Yopaj is.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of it. I also feel like the Sange buffs are maybe the biggest thing that's going to get upped in priority in the meta in terms of like what heroes you're picking and why. Because there's always broken items in any patch. I feel like Kaya Sange is just ridiculously valued right now. And DP is one of the better Kaya Sange builders.
Yeah.
She pretty much uses everything of the item. The health regen and lifesteal amp got buffed by 3%, and the status resist got buffed by
Radiant's
5%.
middle tower is under
That's a
attack.
big deal for a hero that wants to chase you down, stick on top of you, and survive. So I think it's one of the reasons this hero has come back a bit, and I
Dire's
mean, it
top
is
tower is under
Sange and
attack.
Kaya. It just looks really good on this hero. This hero
Radiant's
uses it
bottom
really
tower is
well,
under attack.
and it's just bulldozing people in the fights.
Radiant's
Way too
structures
survivable
are
too early.
fortified.
The Shiva's
Dire's
nerf didn't
top
hurt her
tower
too
is
much
under
because she's
attack.
happy to get it later. She doesn't need to
Radiant's
rush
bottom
it.
tower is under attack.
Man,
What's wrong?
RTZ is really far behind.
Yeah, he's broke.
Toss back into the full team here. Supernova, everything they have. They say, we haven't gotten a kill in a while. Let's make sure that this one is clean. No response potentially. No, Saberlight's is going to be found in this little tree area. Had the dust for him. So
With the
even
XO.
in that, they get a 1-for-1 trade-off.
Yeah, not the worst. That was some serious burst damage. God damn. Hags Lina putting in some work.
I mean, I think that Saberlight, especially now that he has his Yules, you just gotta. I don't think you could farm anymore. I think you just gotta be running around
Radiant's bottom
near
tower is
Yopaj
under
at all
attack.
times.
I just don't think they're outscaling with the way this game's going. I don't think it's close. Like, this is the kind of game that Ursa is just it's gonna run you over. You don't have enough damage threats
Radiant's
to
bottom
dissuade him
tower
in the
has
fight.
fallen.
Certainly not with RTZ continuing to be low on net worth and is going to die again here because Gunnar has vision of him. Has him on the X. Can pull him back into a torrent, into a tidal wave. Misses the tidal wave. Don't think it matters with so many heroes coming in from Nouns.
A little awkward though. Yuma taking names of his own.
And Yuma Ursa is going hard here. Now he's got a BKB, man.
This game is out of control for Shopify. Just no answers in sight. Like, what are you even trying to get to at this point? It just feels like it's all in on Yopaj. Like, make something crazy happen. But this hero doesn't... Like, this hero can kill one hero, but that's kind of all he does. He doesn't just carry fights until way
Radiant's
later.
middle tower is under attack.
I don't even know if he's
Dire's
killing the one
bottom
hero that
tower is
easily.
under attack.
He has to have other heroes with him. Looking for Gunner top. Got the setup.
Yules on him into the LSA. He missed the LSA. And now he doesn't have Yules to stop himself from being pulled back into the Axe.
A little misplay there. Another costly mistake. As Yuma is going to gobble up your Tormentor here, I believe.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You know what's going on. They're going to try and fight around it. It's not a bad idea. I guess it was still the Aegis left on Yuma anyway, so...
Yeah, 6 seconds. Would not
look at the
yielded
Healer
much.
I think he wants to try and snipe Yuma as the Aegis expires. He's not going to get him, though.
I got the Maiden Shard. Not a bad one here.
Dire's
game is
bottom
going.
tower is under attack.
They're going to TP the other side in smoke. I like the smoke. This is a fast play to close the map off. Really high chance you find Arteezy here. And Kitrak's just going to sack himself.
Yeah.
An expensive sacrifice. Him plus his courier. Just bleeding map control. Artur has to TP out anyway. He still just isn't getting much Ancients in this game.
And it's like, is the BKB going to change anything for this Luna? Because the way that Yuma is farming, your physical damage is online already.
Oh, that Atos! You got him!
Caught him right on the edge of being able to get over the cliff. And now, oh, he ults too late. A fast pullback from Gunner.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You leaked out of this Atos,
Radiant's
but
middle tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
this thing has worked out, man.
It
I
has.
don't know. Copy just... He had his number in this matchup. It's kind of cool to see. Like, some really specific tech in a very niche matchup that ended up working.
Structures are fortified.
Gave him the extra HP to survive the magical burst early, and then just gave him some extra gap close.
Radiant's
Got the
middle
solo kill on
tower is
lane.
under attack.
Completely turned this matchup against a very high skill mid player. And Yopaj just caught off guard. Made all the difference in this game 3. And now you're going high ground at 25 with it Arcane Rune Exo, so it's not costing you too much.
Dire's top tower is
Nope,
under
they do
attack.
some little bit of damage here. Back off as the Exo is expiring. Needing the heal. And just back to controlling the map until another Roshan. And then maybe that second
Dire are
Aegis
scanning.
gives them the wiggle room to hit high ground again. Smoke across. Gonna run into the Death Prophet. Got BKB out of copy. Rod of Atos with the Torrent Storm going out. Actually, beautiful start there with the Torrent hitting Kitrak and Arteezy. Pulled it back in with the Tidal Wave as well. Trying to keep them in place long enough for some of these other cores to get here. Avalanche over the top. Now the Ursa shows up. Goes straight to work onto the Luna. They kited around Shopify long enough for the reinforcements to show up. And once they do, the fight is over for Shopify. Call down's not going to catch up to Arteezy. He is out of there. But Shopify don't get the win that they were looking for. Might still get the Phoenix. Yeah, they'll deal with that egg. No problem.
Bottom
Damn.
tower is under attack.
Yuma way too strong. And this is why I would have opted to shut the Ursa down on lane over the DP. Because I think he was like he's the core of the game plan.
Radiant's middle tower
Everything
is
fights
under
around
attack.
him going in, being this massive threat versus the enemy carry. And now there's just nothing to address it. And you're in big
Got
trouble.
the buyback out of Saberlight for free there with that little X blink in play.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Very efficient. You see him on the ward. Gets ult off, but Yule's...
Oh, toss back into the Eclipse. Also right on top of Arteezy. Is he just going to kill Arteezy? The Clever Cape, where's the vision? Okay, they get it off of some of the AoE damage, and they win the fight pretty easily, no problem. They do lose the Ursa, but it looks like Yopaj is going to die for it, so Nouns clean house.
Yeah, this game is toasted. Absolutely toasted and roasted. There's just no chance in these fights. You don't have the sustained damage to take them. If you're Luna's top network, maybe. Arteezy had nowhere near the same trajectory. The tier 1 towers just went down way too fast.
Is under attack.
Nouns played way too fast in objective-based early game. Took the space away and
Radiant's middle
just never
tower
caught up
is
in the
falling.
fights.
Radiant's
Got
middle
outplayed
barracks
everywhere
are
in this
under
game
attack.
3. You thought they were going to crumble, Austin. You said they haven't lost a map this event, Shopify Rebellion. They look unstoppable. There is no way Nouns are going to beat them in a game 3 down 2-0. And look what they've done here.
Didn't say any of that. Nice tidal wave save, though. Pulls in Gunner with the Sunray, killing himself on plate mill. Careful, Kidrak. Oh, shit, he's going to come back down. Torrent, no torrents, no damage. He's good.
I mean, he almost died to that torrent. You got to remember, it still damages you even if you don't get hit by it. It's going off.
Radiant are
That was very close. But honestly, you're still trying to catch a maiden. He's still getting glimmer caped.
Hit him with the crystal clone. Poppy's here. Poppy is invis, no exorcism just yet, but they honestly don't need it. Not with Yuma is here. Yuma pops his BKB, deals with the supernova, no problem. Now running down the rest. Yopaj in his flight sits up to the high ground, trying to hit an LSA, trying to kill Gunner. Bouncing Glaive's doing some healthy amount of work, but there's still Glimmer Capes, and that's a problem. If these heroes do not die immediately, then Arteezy runs out of steam. Nirsa starts going to work. Even Yopaj can't even finish off this gyrocopter, man.
Monster kill streak. 8-0 and 15. Death Prophet, who is supposedly counterpicked. For what, Austin? You said that this game 3 was going to be an unstoppable way for Shopify. You said
okay, by that
this
logic,
Lina
I
pick,
also said Nouns was going to reverse sweep Shopify.
this Lina
and get
pick, you
revenge.
said unbeatable. There's no way to defeat it. But look at what we have here, Austin. Look at what we have here. An old North American barn burner of a series. That's what we've got.
Yeah, we're definitely going to a game 4 at least. This rate anyway. All they have to do is back up, take Roshan, which is free.
Well, let me tell you something about North American Grand Finals there. Boy.
Okay.
If there's one thing I've come to expect from a North American Grand Finals, it is not a swift 3-0. It is 5 extremely one-sided games. That is what I have come to expect. And that's what we're going to get today. I fully expect we are now going to get 5 extremely one-sided games. With maybe a chaotic game 5. In fact, the last time we casted these two teams, we had that insane game 5 that was like...
Yeah, where they dove the fountain.
Yeah, that was one of the craziest games I've seen. So we could be in for a treat here today. Nouns can close out this game 3, but it's looking mighty over.
Got almost Octarine Yuma. So you got the Perma and Rage coming up here pretty quickly.
Dire's top tower
Oh, he's
is under
got it.
attack.
They're gonna need
Missing the
some
shard though.
some big tossbacks from
It's actually kind of
Saberlight.
awkward. He has Octarine without the shard. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that
He
good.
just
but-
jumps right in there. He is down to party. Shopify holding on the high ground. We'll find a little bit of an opener here. Gyrocopter down to half health. Luna's
Is he
almost dead to the Torrent Storm, man. He's has to pop BKB. Yuma sees the opportunity and runs him down. He just gets clipped by like random spells and straight up dies to it.
Yep, he just got torrented. He just got torrented.
Just to be clear,
Took 1600 damage from Kunkka before he BKB'd and he's dead.
literally.
There goes your carry.
Radiant's middle barracks are
I
under
think
attack.
Kunkka is so goddamn good. It's like a it's like a fairly strong laner, a great team fighter,
Tower is under attack.
and it doesn't seem to lack in damage if you can make it from this hump of like getting Aghanim Scepter and getting to the next round of items.
Are under attack.
And levels, I suppose, because the talents are pretty important for that as well. Tidal
Yeah, it's
wave to
cool.
make sure he can't fly away to the trees.
I mean, it's Wolf's first pick Kunkka. They upped the priority on it. I could see this hero gaining more traction in this patch because if some of the other offlaners get nerfed a bit, then he just becomes even better. He's still a flex hero. Still gives you pretty decent early game team fight, all that. Tor dead again here. And that is GG.
GG gives the
There will
NPC
be-
Dota good
Yep.
guys high five.
A good guy high five for him on his way out of this game, but that is where he's going out of this game and onto a game for Nouns victory as they strike back just when you thought it was over, Austin. Just when you thought it was going to be